Hi everybody, it's Juanita here from Crafty Stitch Away. It's been quite a while, but I had a lot of things going on in the home front here, with my own health and stuff, and my cat Chance got quite sick, so I spent a lot of time with him, back and forth to the vet, a lot of money, all that stuff, but he ended up having feline leukemia, so I had to put him down. Horrible losing a pet because I live alone and he basically was he wasn't just my pet, he was my best friend, my child, everything. So anyway, but I do have a new little addition. Her name is Coco Melon. I named her that because my grandson is always singing Coco Melon, who is 2. She's a little black-white kitten. She's 5 months old now, but yeah, she has me up every morning, just about 3:30 every morning. So she's fun. She's I forgot what it was like having a kitten around, but she's sweet though. So the project I'm going to be doing today is a hockey jersey for a newborn size. I actually do the whole outfits, and I hope to get on here and to do the pants that go with it, the socks, the skates, the hat, everything with it. But for today, I'm just going to do the jersey. So for this jersey here, and I'm actually doing a certain one. I'm doing a Tampa Bay Lightning because I have an order for it. So I thought I would do that. And it's just 2 basic, simple colors. But I mean, you can do whatever team you want, do whatever colors you want. I mean, it doesn't matter. So for the newborn size, you're going to use a 4mm hook. You're going to use a whatever color. I'm using a royal blue, and the yarns I use are all 4-weight yarn, worsted weight. This here is Burnett Premium, and this one here is Line Brand Pound of Love, but they're both 4 weights. And like I said, pick whatever colors you want. You need a needle to sew in your ends, 4mm hook, and a pair of scissors, and that's about all. So without further ado, we're going to get started. Now, for all my baby clothes, I have found through the times that it's best to do a foundation chain with anything to do around the waist, whether it's pants or a sweater or anything, unless it's an open sweater. But any garment where you have to pull over the baby's head, I always suggest doing a foundation chain because there's more, it gives it more space to open, to stretch, to put over the baby's head, to put over the baby's body, basically. So that being said, we're going to do a foundation chain of 44, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and those of you who may not be 8, just a sec, let me get to 10 so I don't lose my count. 9, 10. Those of you who do not know what a foundation, see how much stretch it gives it? It's basically, and this is not a tutorial on how to crochet, unfortunately. I haven't done any of those yet. This is for those that do know how to crochet, but I mean, if you already know a few techniques of crochet, it's very easy to pick it up. But all I do is and I'm right by a main road, so you have to excuse the traffic. Might have to close my window. Basically, I'm doing like a half double one, so you just yarn over, and you're going to go into the 2 stitches. So you're almost creating your beginning chain and a stitch. So that's like your chain row and your first row, basically, is what this is. So that's 11, and this is 12, 13, whoops, 13, 14, 15. I'm sitting at an angle because I'm trying to look on top of the camera too, and I'm quite short, so I'm having a hard time seeing. But anyway, I want you to continue this until you have 44 stitches, and I'll meet you back here. Okay, so here we are. We have 44 on the foundation. So what we're going to do now is we're going to join to that very first one. And you're not going to go down here. You're going to go up into that very first one that you did. And you're going to slip stitch and chain one. And don't worry about this because we're going to sew that to close it on the bottom there later when we have this done. You're going to chain one after your slip stitch, and you're just basically going to do 1/2 double crochet in each chain around, in each stitch around. Very hard to crochet this way because my work is out in front of me and it's not up against me. So as I said, you can do whatever colors, teams. I mean, you want to do it in pink, orange, and white, whatever colors you want. You can do it all different stripes. I mean, I'm doing I'm doing Tampa Bay Lightning, which is the royal blue and the white, because I have an order for the whole outfit. And I may try to do all of the videos today. I doubt I'll get them all done, but I thought I would at least start with the jersey. So at least you can see. And I will tell you that for the 3-month size, if you're looking to make that, this fits up to an 8-pound baby. The 3-month size is up to a 13-pound baby. I will let you know that it's basically, for the jersey, it's the exact same way, except for I do 46 stitches. But I'll have a 3-month size in here eventually. So I'll show you because it's a breakdown of the... Now what I'm going to do, I shouldn't have added there, is I'm adding white. I'm going to add white. And then I'm just going to tell you really quick what to do up to a certain row. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do white for approximately 3 rows. Because for my team that I'm doing, it has 3 rows of white. Well, that's what I do, 3 rows of white. And then I go on to the blue. Now for this, to get to the underarm of the jersey, counting that first foundation row, you want to have 12 rows. So regardless if you use 10 colors or whatever, stop, and it's basically 1/2 double crochet around, join with a slip stitch, chain one, 1/2 double crochet, the same thing, do 12 rows in total. Counting that also, so that would be 1, 2, I have 2 rows done. When I start the white, it would be my 3rd row. So once you get up to your 12th row, I'll meet you back here. Okay, so I have my 12 rows now. And also I wanted to say, I used to do only 42 across, but some people were saying it was kind of snug to get over their baby's head, so that's why I went to 44. It's better to be a little bit bigger than it is smaller, but you can do whatever you like. And if you want to go up higher, you can, but I found 12 with doing the top part too is plenty enough for the baby's torso. So once you have your 12 rows, what you're going to do is you're going to 1/2 double crochet 22 stitches. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Now the 22 is basically half of your 44. And this is going to be the front of the jersey. So you chain one after you've 1/2 double crocheted your 22nd stitch, and you're going to turn. And the first 2 you're going to 1/2 double crochet together. So 1/2 double crochet together, and then you're going to crochet 1/2 double crochet 18. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and you're going to 1/2 double crochet those last 2 together. and that's going to give you 20 stitches. So now we're going to divide and separate for the two sides of the front. So now what we're going to do is we're going to half double crochet in 10 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Chain 1, and we're going to turn. Now on this row, we're going to half double crochet the half double crochet 2 together in our first 2 stitches. So 1, 2, I got a hair. Some of these here are from my cat who passed. Hasn't been that long at all. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You're going to chain 1, flip it, and you're going to do 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And again, I'm still not a pro because I still got to get a new camera, and I'm just still trying to figure out how to work and navigate through YouTube and all these things. So hopefully it comes out okay for people to be able to understand it. And we're going to turn and we're going to single crochet or half double crochet these 2 stitches together. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Chain 1, turn, and we're going to half double crochet 8. Whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. You're going to chain 1, turn, and on this row we're going to half double crochet 2 together. We're going to do 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, chain 1, turn, and we're going to crochet or half double crochet 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, chain 1, turn, and this is going to be the last time. We're going to half double crochet 2 together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to turn, and we're going to do one more row of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pull through and cut. So now we have 1/2 of the top part. And if you want to do it maybe for a doll or for a preemie baby, a little itty bitty baby that's born, you know, a little bit small at first. I was one myself. I was only 4 pounds something. I would suggest doing the 42 stitches. You should always, when doing here, try to figure it out so you have 11 rows. Now, whether that's double crocheting the 2 in the beginning, half double crocheting the 2 in the beginning, or whatever, but you should always try to have the 11 rows for the front panels. Okay, so now we're going to do the other side. So we're going to slip knot on there, and we're going to join in the next stitch right beside where we left off. And we're going to half double crochet 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to flip, and now the other way we were half double crocheting 2 together in the beginning. Now we're going to half double crochet our last 2 stitches instead. It's the opposite of what we just did. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we're going to half double crochet these 2 together to give us our 9. And we're going to do a row of 9. Whoops. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Chain 1, turn, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to do half double crochet 6 of them, and we're going to half double crochet the last 2 together, or 7 of them, and half double crochet together to give us 8. And that is 8 stitches. We're going to go back and half double crochet 8. And you get how you do it. You're going to do that until you do half double crochet 6 together, and then one more row of half double crochet of 6, and you're going to cut off just like you did the other one. And this will give you 11 rows from the beginning down here, not just where we're doing the front, right from the very beginning, as you see over here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So you should have 11 rows in total. So once you're finished that, come on back and we'll continue from there. Okay, so now we have both sides done. And now we're going to do the back part. So this is what it should. I'll put it up higher and you can see it better this way. Okay, so now we're going to go to the back part. And what we're going to do here is we're basically going to do the same, except for we're not going to have to make... Are they the same? Did I miss up? Nope, there. Just the way. Don't worry about your ends, because we're going to turn it inside out to sew the seams at the top, and we're going to do all that. So slip stitch again on your hook, and what we're going to do is we're going to join in the next stitch from where we did the front part. And we're going to half double crochet 22 across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22. And to make it so the width is the same as the other one, we're going to half double crochet on either end to give us 20 stitches. So we're going to half double crochet here too. We're going to do 18 till we get to the other side. These are super quick. The whole set is actually super quick. I can make a few of these a day. Which was good because I was pretty busy during the season. It was pretty good. And half double crochet together. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to half double crochet on those 20 stitches. So that's 2 stitches, or 2 rows, sorry. We're going to do 9 more rows to give us 11 rows, just like we did on the front part. So once you have 11 rows in total on 20 stitches of half double crochet, I'll meet you back here. Okay, so now that you have your back done, and you have your front done, what we're going to do is we're going to turn, I'm going to bring this up a bit. We're going to turn this inside out. Make sure you line them up properly. And also I should have told you too, when you're cutting, pardon me, when you're cutting off at the end, to leave a little tail for sewing your shoulder seams. And that's the first thing we're going to do, is we're going to sew the shoulder seams. My goodness. So you're going to thread my kitty, my new little kitty, just playing with me, but she doesn't realize she got claws. We're going to sew these 2 together, go through all of them. And I'm going to go through the same one again for the first time. And we're only going to sew through 3 on the top. So we sewed the first 3, leave that open. And we're going to weave through, whoops. We're going to go through one more time. We're going to go to the other side and do the exact same thing. So we're going to line them up together. And we're going to go through that first one twice. And we're going to go through the next 2. So you're only sewing 3 stitches along the shoulder seam. We're going to weave that in. And now what we're going to do is we're going to weave in all our stitches, all our ends rather. And when you're weaving in your ends, you should always go through twice so it doesn't come undone. And if you're using one solid color, then you really don't have a whole lot of ends to weave in. But just make sure you get them all before you turn this back to the right side. Did I get them all there? Yep. Now I'm going to go down to here. Get these ones in. And I see one of my hairs. Chansey, my cat who passed. Oh, miss him so much. He was the most cuddly, loved to be rocked. The most affectionate, sweetest, kindest cat. He just loved humans. My son found him on the street and took him in. And I ended up with him because my son moved to Montreal during COVID and ended up there wasn't allowed to travel. So for 2 years he was with me. And then he couldn't separate us because we were but he was a tabby cat. And he was always shed. And I remember saying, oh my gosh, everywhere I look, Chansey, your hair. And now I would give anything to see piles of his hair around my home. Animals are the best, you know. They ask for nothing, just to be kind to them. And they give you tons and tons and tons of unconditional love. They don't care if you get fat, what color your skin is, who you love, who you pray to. They don't care about none of that. They're amazing. You want to know what unconditional love is? Get an animal. I can't even call him a pet because he was literally my best friend. But anyway, I don't want to get all nostalgic and get upset on here because it's, you know, I'm sure those of you who have a pet know exactly what I'm saying, or have an animal as your bestie and your companion at home. So that is that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do the sleeves. I'm going to show you how to do one, and the second one is the exact same. Once we have those done, it's just a collar, and we are done our jersey. I do put logos on mine. You can do whatever you want with yours. It's completely up to you. So with that being said, I'm going to show you about the arms. Now, the arms, what I do is the first 2 rows I make quite big so it's easier to get over the baby and to get the arms in. So we're going to do 24 half double crochets around. 1. Just place them randomly around. It's not in every row, to be honest. And it'll take a bit before you get used to it, but just as long as you have 24. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I try to get 12 on each side. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Now I'm going to do my next 12. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. And you're going to join with the slip stitch. Now, for the second row, I'm going to do one more row of 24. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. Join with a slip stitch. Now for this row, I am gonna half double crochet 2 together to get 23. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whoops, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and 23. Join with a slip stitch and join. Now, if you want to make yours even smaller as you go out, I wouldn't make it too close to here because, like I said, not all babies are tiny, 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 and some you might have to. So I make the sleeve wide so it's easier to get the baby's arms in to get it over the head. I found that out just from people saying, listen, I got the size, it's a small baby, but I can't get this. So this works out perfect. But you can still do the 42 if you'd like. Majority of mine were all done with 42 stitches, but then there was a couple people that said, listen, this is just a little snug, and my baby's not big, which I'm thinking their baby was more than 8 pounds, but I'm not going to argue with people, so I just made it 44 for case of and in sake of. So what you will do is you're going to continue doing that, and you're going to do that for 13 rows, and then on the 14th row, you're going to single crochet around. So I'm going to do 5 rows of blue, 3 rows of white, 5 more rows of blue, and then my last row single crochet and fasten off. So once I get that one sleeve done, I will meet you back here. So 23 stitches, or if you want to go down to 22 or whatever you want to do, just make sure you have 13 rows, regardless of how many colors you use. Alright, also one other thing I wanted to say too before I go any further is when you're using colors for the sleeves where you're going in the round and there is no open and you don't want to stretch the sleeve by turning it inside out, what I suggest is you sew your ends in as you go if you're using other colors. So just sew that in. The blue is going to be underneath the sweater once I'm done it where I joined. Okay, so and I don't cut them off. For the sleeves, unless I'm using a ton of colors and it might be confusing and be all snagged and whatever, or unless I'm doing like half blue and half white and then one blue at the end, I would cut that off, sew it in, and then pick up the blue. But I'm only doing 3 rows, so I'm just keeping that in behind, and I'll pick that up when I cut off my white. So I just want to let you know about that color changing in the round. It's best to sew your ends in as you do them. Alrighty, I'll see you again when we're done the sleeve. Okay, so I went ahead and I did both of my sleeves, as you can see. I mean, how stinking cute is this? And I forgot to say in the beginning, you will need a 2.5 hook and a white. I use white for every tie-up on every single, regardless of what the color is around the neck or if there's a color. Like some, it might stay blue like that. With this one here, I know in the pictures for the for this team that it is white around the collar. So you're going to use your regular white though, not the 2. And you're going to do a slip stitch. Now, if you're not sure on how to properly crochet around a rugged edge, I would suggest doing a row of the same color and then doing your white. I'm so used to it now that I don't bother. So I'm just going to single crochet around this here. You just got to kind of make it look neat. It doesn't have to be perfect. Nothing in crochet should be perfect anyway. It should look neat and professional, but this is handmade. This is way cuter and better than anything you could buy in cloth that's made off of a machine or what have you. And a lot of times people will ask me and I'll do the name on the back and a number because I laminate the logos and put them on for people who want them for the team. This one I will. I'm going to show you one that I have done. It's a Boston Bruins. I don't have the logos on it yet, but I'll show you the whole outfit. And that's what I hope to do on here is all of that. Let me get that. I'm going to bring that down some because I can't see it. I'm very short, so I need it low enough so I can see the top of it to make sure I'm doing this in here, in screen. I hope this is okay for people to follow. Be ashamed to do this whole thing and it didn't come out. I mean, I had to do it anyway, but I'd like to. I keep saying I want to start doing videos all the time, but life happens, and this is, yeah. I'm just going to tell you, COVID has taken its toll on this chickie and her life. But, as I'm sure it has on everybody's. I don't mean to sound melodramatic or dramatic or what have you, so don't think that. And on the corners, you're going to put 2 in for each corner. And then we're just going to come down the side here. And you just kind of go back into the back stitch of the row, going up and coming down. But if you would rather have it even more lined up, like I said, you can do a row of the color that you did the jersey in, and then do your white or whatever color you want to do your collar in on that. I'm going to do one more. I'm going to join with a slip stitch, and I'm going to sew those 2 ends in. Oh, and I forgot about the stitches under the arms too when I joined with the blue. So we're just going to sew those in. And that is, whoops, let me go one more time. And my camera is dying. You get to be kidding me. Just a second, because I got to get my power cord. You have to be kidding me. Alright, that should help, hopefully. Until I at least get it done. So now we're going to cut those. And your stitches for your underarms are underneath there. Just make sure you sew those in. I'm just trying to hurry because I'm scared that it doesn't look like it's coming on bright again. And there we go. I actually stopped it by mistake, so I'll join them together. There's always something, right? So with your 2.5 needle and your hook and your 3 weight yarn, you need to chain a chain of 100. $60. $80. $90. $100. So now what you're going to do is kind of put it sideways, and you're going to weave it 3 times. I don't go right to the bottom. Go up about on the 4th one. Make sure you got these even up here. Like that. Then you're going to go in the middle. And then in the middle over here. And then just one more time. And don't go right to the very, very top. You're going to go like that. You're going to cut off the little ends there like that. And voila, you have now made yourself a hockey jersey. I mean, how cute is that? Super cute, right? And like I said, you can put the name or logo on it, whatever you want. I'm just going to show you one that I have done. It's completely done, but I'm going to show you like what I'd like to show to do the whole kit. This is a Boston Bruins one. That's the jersey. Cute. The little shorts, hockey pants as we call them. The little hockey pads. Super cute, right? And the hat. The hat. And for the girls ones, I do the same, except for I do a skirt, and I do without this, and I put a pom-pom on the top. So, super cute. Anyway, I'm hoping this is working, because it still seems kind of dark on my camera. Always something going wrong with this. One of these days I'm going to get my life together, but obviously it's not today, so hopefully it turned out you're able to understand it. I don't ask for anything, just please don't be rude on it, and if you could like it, it would be great. I'm trying to get to monetization. I'm only halfway there, but you know, when it happens if it does. So if you'd like to give this a thumbs up, that would be perfect, and if you want to give a nice shout out or a comment, that's also greatly appreciated. Just please nothing nasty or negative. Let's all be a little bit kinder to each other. And happy crocheting, and I hope you had enjoyed this. Have a wonderful day. Bye.